Video. Any initial thoughts about floating?
No, it just makes you want to dive in there.
Yeah, so we're with Amy Howe, professional bodybuilder, and it's the IFBB, right? The
Yep.
IFBB.
Yep.
So you recently became a professional in the last, not this year, but the year before.
Yeah.
When you won a gold medal in women's bodybuilding,
Women's
right?
bodybuilding, yeah.
So we have a professional bodybuilder here at the float zone, ready to do her first float, and I'm giving her a tour of the place. Come into this room here, and we'll show you the hair dryer room first of all. So, after your float, you're going to come into this room here, and this will give you a chance to kind of freshen up afterwards.
This is nice.
And then you can make your way after your float, after you dress and float. You'll come into this room here, and you can kind of just chill for as long as you like in this room.
Your place is awesome.
Yeah, and so this is a nice place to just kind of relax afterwards. Any initial thoughts before your float? I mean,
I could be here and be relaxed, but I'm excited to get in there. Yeah, just totally relax.
Excellent. So yeah, we're in one of the private pod rooms here, and you can see this is the pod that you saw on the orientation video. And come over here on this side, and you can see just how easy it is to open and close this lid. And you can. Some people like to just leave it cracked like that.
Okay.
I like it all the way
All the
closed.
way
There's
down.
still a little bit of air that's going to come in. That's going to give you a little bit of air, but
So that's not claustrophobic at all. All that space.
I know it's a lot bigger than people imagine it to be. And then we have this headrest just in case you want something that you don't trust that your head's going to not stay up. But it's 1,000 pounds of salt in here,
Oh wow.
and so that's what makes you so buoyant. It's Epsom salt.
Nice.
So there's only 10 inches of water. It's 94 degrees. It's skin temperature. So this way, it's hard to tell the difference between where your skin leaves off and where the water begins.
Oh, cool. Wow.
And that helps to also attenuate the senses as well as being, almost gravity free.
Yeah.
Right, so your head's going to
So
go
no
at that end.
stress.
Your head goes at that end. Keep in mind, if you sit up, you're not floating. So if you ever kind of get disoriented or
Just
whatever.
sit up.
And then I know you can't see necessarily on the video, but on this side here we have controls for the
Right.
light. There's controls for the light and controls for the music. Right over here, as well as a spray bottle and a washcloth just in case you accidentally touch your face, or sometimes you're in the dark and you're like, oh, I have a scratch, and you go right for your eye or you go right for your mouth or something. And
Salt water.
it's just salty, and so you just spray the bottle, the water bottle, and you're done. You're going to before you start, you're going to use this silicone earplugs in your ear to kind of help with the soundproofing, but also just keep the water out. If you do have any cuts or scrapes, use this Vaseline, and so you'll just take a rinsing shower to begin.
Right.
And then make your way into here. But before you make your way into here, you got to turn the light off.
Oh,
Right? So don't forget to turn that light off. But the light in the pod still stays on.
Stay on. Yeah.
And so I can pre-dim that light for you before I leave, so it's already kind of low. But you still want to turn the light off before you get in.
Sure.
And so this is the before, and then we'll see the Amy afterwards. On the other side.
Very excited.
So stay tuned.
Yay. It was the first time I laid down, I thought I'd float around and not have, the buoyancy would just keep you mobile. But at some point, I really thought I was at rock bottom. I really thought I was just laying, but I was like laying in a very comfortable position. So it was kind of out of body.
Aside from the minds, I'm just thinking about, from a professional bodybuilding standpoint, a recovery standpoint, do you feel different than when you went in? I know you were having trouble with your arm.
Absolutely.
What about?
Once I got my sense about me, that's when I just took inventory of everything. Like, oh my gosh, I'm tight here. I didn't realize. As a matter of fact, my erectors were so tight, and so I was allowed to just say, let it go, let it go, let it go. And then I have a bad posterior delt here, and I thought I was going to get in this position. I'd already managed, like, when I get in there, I'm going to do this. I never did. I just did this. I was able to relax it without mobility. I was just kind of mind to body, letting it go, and everything just relaxed. I think when you turn that switch, this body just kind of.
Did you leave the light on or the light off?
The light off. Everything.
Did you listen to music or no music?
Yeah. Music.
So music with lights off.
Yes.
The whole time.
Totally. Yeah.
And
the whole thing closed.
The whole thing closed, great. And then you had said, like, at the very end you started. You were drifting at the very end.
I was going somewhere, and I don't know where I went, but it was a beautiful, very vibrant place I was going. And then I heard the woman's voice, and she was really beckoning me back in a way, because it was way far away, and I've got to go back. And then once I got out, I thought, well, where was I? But it was beautiful. Just
I'm so glad that you had a chance to try this experience, and hopefully you'll have, throughout your rest of your career, that you'll be able to have an opportunity to try it again at some point. I know
Absolutely.
it's not necessarily it's not available where you are now.
I was going to see you want to deliver one.
Or maybe when you travel to locations for your tournaments, for your competitions, that
seek out.
Seek out.
It really would be a great aid for not just physical tightness and whatnot, but just anxieties.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I'm sure that's a big part of it for you. Is like getting your head in the game, so to speak.
Absolutely, right.
And that, that's for any professional athlete, I think that's huge.
It's the exhale.
It's exactly.
Just
Or,
breathe.
you need a little bit of that parasympathetic state. You need to kind of still be, be ready to fight.
Be who you are. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But well, this is great. Thanks a lot for trying.
Oh, it was fantastic, fabulous. Thank you so much.